Hey, Demetria, I wanted to leave you some feedback on essay one. As a whole, I really like what you're doing with this essay. I think I liked it from the beginning, particularly both these two mini narratives. This one I remember about this confrontation that you and your mother had with another family in the park, and then this one about you being forced to make a decision about your identity in a or excuse me, on a form. But then this one here about feeling like you are like the monolith, like the sole representative of people of color on the days when historical trauma need to be discussed. And one of the things that kind of runs through each of these narratives to me is you end up being like the cultural ambassador, meaning like it's you as as a young person being put into a position where you have to you have to teach adults about their own prejudice. And there's something like kind of unfair about that, particularly in the moments of when you're in the classroom. So I think I think those make for an interesting story. The one thing that feels underdeveloped about the narrative, I think, is the introduction and the conclusion. And you are a little shy on the required length. I think you're about two pages shy on the required length. So I think it's kind of thinking about I think thinking about that idea. Um, what does it mean when you're put in a position to be the ambassador, like the cultural ambassador or the teacher, um, for for well, for the mainstream, essentially. Um, and I wonder if this is an idea to kind of reflect on. You say it's a shame that generation and generation will have to go through this and not be able to get away from this. But I wonder, I don't know. I wonder if I, I wonder if we're living in a moment right now that could cause us a new way to look at this, right? So I wonder if there's, I kind of like to hear your reaction um, to the protests going on right now, because it seems that you're not alone, right, in this thought, and that there are people who've recognized this and are actively trying to um, bring awareness, right, to the mainstream, um, so the kind of everyday prejudices like that you experienced don't occur, but then also these violent moments of racism, right, can no longer go unseen and unheard anymore. I wonder if there's something to do with that. There's just a couple of things here and there to pay attention to. With dialogue, it's always kind of a good idea to allow dialogue to be indented, right? So instead of having it all within the paragraph, in each time a new person talks, go ahead and treat it like a new paragraph, and that will also help you out with your length. Um, and then this, I really like this description that you have in here, but go back and reread this sentence. It's a really, really lengthy sentence and it's difficult for the reader to follow. But I think if you broke this up into small, maybe or well, maybe two or three sentences, it'll help you get there. So that's my feedback to you on this. Like I said, the mini narratives themselves are really interesting. I think it's thinking about that clear arc, right, to get a fully realized draft here. All right, let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.